Hey, I'm gonna answer your question on Mom's YouTube page, so be sure to check out the video when it comes out. Thank you for your questions.
Hey everybody, it's Candy. And guess who I have today?
It's Riley.
So I decided to do a Q&A with my daughter before I do my giveaway. Maybe you can learn a few interesting facts about me and about her.
And watch to the end to figure out who wins, right?
Yes. So you gotta stay tuned so you can see who won that new iPhone. Anyway, shout out to all my subscribers. I love y'all. I hope you already clicked that you want your alerts. Okay, great.
And click my page, Riley Burruss, and subscribe.
Oh yeah, her too. And also on Riley's page, she's gonna have her own separate Q&A with she and I. So the things that you will see on her page, on her YouTube page, are gonna be different than what you see on mine. So make sure you watch both. So I asked on Instagram, I did it in my Instagram story, questions that you guys would like for me to ask Riley, and she did it on her page as well. So I'm finna go into, I'm country, I said I'm finna. I'm about to look at these questions that you gave me. Now I'm gonna start with this one because it is kind of funny that we were just laughing about this earlier. So okay, you see her with the off the shoulder. Well, it's like a onesie, but you probably can't see it in the camera right now. Anyway, that's actually one of my outfits. So today she came into my closet and she was like, oh, I want to try this on. I was like, girl, you cannot wear that. That is not gonna fit you. Your hips are bigger than mine. You cannot wear it, whatever. So I gave her this whole speech about how she's not gonna wear this outfit.
And I took it anyway.
She took it anyway. She's like, I just want to try it on. I said, okay, cool. So I came out here to sit down to do the Q&A and she walks up with the outfit on, basically to let me know that I didn't know what I was talking about. So congratulations to you, Riley.
Now I can steal more of her clothes.
Ha ha ha. Okay, so a lot of people have been paying attention and a lot of people know that you have, had a major weight loss in the past. How long has it been?
Almost a year.
Yeah, a year. That's when when you kind of like did like a reveal and everybody was like, wait a minute, she lost like, you said everybody was shook. So the question that kisses from above, question for Riley, what made you want to get into working out and was it hard at first?
I got into,
oops.
Look at you.
I'm sorry.
Put the thing on the, yeah.
Okay.
So I first got into working out because I knew at the time, she had already mentioned my trainer, Corey, at I Am the King of Fitness. And at the time he was working out with like Tiny and Zanique, and I had reached like the highest I had become, like 220. I just had this like saw on, and I was like, you know what, I want to lose weight. And I had worked out with trainers before, it never worked, so I wasn't expecting it to work. I was just like, okay, I just made a decision. It was like something that happened over time. It wasn't like just a one thing, like, oh, I just want to like lose weight. It's just like all this stuff, gaining weight over time, just slowly getting bigger and bigger, and I was just like realizing like, yeah, I don't want to be big anymore.
And just for those of you out there, as a mom, obviously if you see your kid having weight issues, Riley, she's been dealing with weight issues. I'm sorry, we're gonna keep it 100, right, for the people. She's been dealing with weight issues, majority of her life she's been the thicker or the taller girl. She's always been tall. In her class or whatever, and so I was always trying to figure out a way to help motivate her. We talked about boxing a lot, and I kept saying I was going to help her find somebody to teach her how to box, and it just so happened that the King of Fitness, I Am the King of Fitness, that's his Instagram name, he had his workout plan, he does a lot of boxing. I guess you have to have a trainer that kind of connects with you and you understand each other. And I guess he's like, and Riley don't really like people. So he was the only one that, she kind of was like kind of cool with, like, okay, he might be all right, he might be cool. From there, it just started, her from, being serious about her workouts, so she changed her eating. Now she's in my outfit, stealing my clothes out of my closet. Okay, so let's move right along.
Official King said, I've heard that OLG food is bomb. Any chance you'll do more locations outside of Atlanta?
Okay, as far as Old Lady Gang, one day I hope to do more locations outside of Atlanta, but because, you know, we are new to the restaurant business, this is only our, second year? This is our second year being open in business. And I feel like we need to make sure we have all the kinks worked out and running like clockwork before we need to try to, you know, spread it out to a different city. Because, you know, when you go have it in a different city, you can't really keep your eye on it the same. And what we've been learning about the restaurant business, like this is a hard business. I had already heard that, but, you know, we really have to put a lot of time into it, staying on top of our managers. There's always a high turnover as far as like your team. To me, it's hard enough trying to maintain multiple restaurants in just Atlanta. When we get to the level where it's like boom, 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 and you know everything's running smooth, then we can step outside of Atlanta. But I think we're still trying to figure it out. I don't want to grow so fast and then you damage your reputation by, you know, moving fast before you're ready. But one day, I would love for us to be able to have Old Lady Gangs across America. All right, I'll ask Riley a question. Riley, have you started your college selections?
Yes, I have. You guys probably know, but I'll be a senior next year.
In high school?
In high school. And my top choice is NYU. We're gonna go tour the campus. I'm still trying to figure out what my other top schools would be. But yeah, NYU hopefully.
She really doesn't want to even talk about another school other than NYU, but yeah, that's her favorite right now. I'm gonna go ahead and ask you another one since you feel like you're getting all the good questions. And zero.given is their name on Instagram. They said, are you okay with letting Riley move out after graduation, or will she be there a while? First of all, she's already let me know that she's trying to move out as soon as possible.
I don't know why anyone would want to stay home longer than they need to.
Anyway, I feel like we're pretty cool over here. I don't know why you...
They are, but I feel like it's good to get out of your bubble, and I feel like if you stay in the same place for too long, like there will never be any change. Like you need a different place, different people to get different ideas and, you know, to feel different.
Okay. Do I want her to move away? No, of course. Like, I come from one of those families where everybody, like, you grew up in the city, you stayed in the city. Now, I did move out at an early age. I moved out at 19. You know, I see why my mom was really upset when I moved out when I was, you know, a teenager or whatever. And I personally am like, okay, Riley plans on going to school away in a different state. And therefore, she's obviously gonna have to live on campus wherever she is, and eventually that probably will turn into an apartment wherever she is or whatever. And I guess I'm just gonna have to deal with it. But it's not that I am excited about my child moving away. I mean, I don't necessarily want to know this, but okay, now that you are 16, you'll be 17 this summer. Are you dating? I'm sure people want to know.
What do you mean? You're acting like you don't know. You said,
Well,
I don't want to know this.
Yeah, I mean, I know you ain't dating nobody, but I know if the world wanted to know, was you dating somebody?
No, I am not.
Okay, great.
She acted like
that is good for me. Well, I didn't know. Like, I was supposed to ask questions that they would want to know. You know, a lot of people were asking, like, did she go to the prom with the date? No, she didn't go to the prom with the date. She just went with some of her friends. Well, what's that face for?
Because you're saying it so harshly.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't mean to say it harshly. I was just saying because, you know, I saw a couple people like, well, who she go to the prom with? She didn't go with being on a date. You know what I mean? She just hung out with some of her friends. There was a lot of kids at the school that did the same thing. I know my daughter is coming, to that age where eventually she's gonna start dating seriously and, and all of that. I don't know if I'm ready for that. I guess I gotta be ready for that. Yeah. Riley never really went on an official date. Like, yeah. I think Riley did one of those things where, where the kids be meeting each other in the movies.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like with groups
Not-
of friends, like I don't just like hang out and like go on like dates.
Yeah, like a guy has never come to this house to pick her up on a date.
I mean, I just turned 16 like a year ago. No.
Right, but I know people that was already dating at that time.
Yeah, but who's gonna be driving here picking me up when I
don't know. And I'm glad that they ain't here. I am glad, I think, and that's the one thing that I can really say, that I am glad that my daughter, in a lot of ways, is not like me.
and that says a lot.
It's like, in some ways, as far as her, wanting a lot in life and, being driven, I want her to have that part of me, but the other part that was kind of like a wild child when I was young, I don't want her to have that part of me. Okay. Okay, you got a question?
Dream chasing _28. What are your biggest challenges being a celebrity?
Well, I guess sometimes, I forget the whole celebrity part of things, and I feel like I should be able to go everywhere everybody else goes and just be chilling just like y'all. You know what I mean? So like, say for instance, I might want to go to Six Flags, or I may want to go to the fair. People be like, you can't go to the fair without security, and I'm like, well, why? But I mean, I guess, if they see you, obviously, if you have fans that see you in places like that, they want to take pictures. But then what people don't understand is, like, if I'm somewhere like that and I got my little kids with me, then, I can't take up all the time I have to, have fun with them and go on rides and do all that stuff, just catering to the people that we meet in the park. It's all about my kids that day. Now, mind you, I'm all about hey, how you doing? Or giving a hug or whatever. But when it's like a situation like that, when I'm trying to do like family time, and I kind of wish that people would respect that, I just want to be like everybody else and just kick it and have fun in regular places, without having to be treated like I'm a fish in a bowl, basically. Do you ever have like I know you do, because you be saying stuff to me about it. Like, you don't like when I do certain things or post certain things because you say your friends have comments or things to say.
The worst. So, as you might know, my mother can post a little bit of risque things. So, I do not, every single time I see her post it, I just try to keep scrolling. But I do not like when my friends like to DM it to me and rub it in my face. Like, I get it. And I purposely sometimes don't watch the show because I know she's about to do something that I don't want to see. And then they'll DM me clips of it. And I'm like, I do not need this, but thank you.
So, okay, well, with that being said, do you feel like you are ashamed of me?
No, I'm okay with whatever she wants to do. I just don't want to see it.
Thank you. Somebody just asked me that in an interview I did when I was out of town the other day. They were like, well, how does your daughter feel about the dungeon tour and, you having bedroom candy and stuff like that? So what is your answer to that?
I don't care as long as I don't see her doing anything that I should not see.
Yeah, well, my answer to that, which I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I know you definitely don't want to see anything from any of those events or products, but I always took it from our conversations that you just basically look at it as this is a business and financially it benefits us, but
me.
Well, yeah. And you just, don't want to necessarily participate in, obviously, which she would not be because she's too young to be around a dungeon party or anything of that sort.
Even if I'm of age, I'm not going.
I don't want you to come. Thank you very much. I don't want you to come. Okay, let me just say this. Okay, it's a very big difference in our, kids. We are a blended family. Riley is 16. Kayla is 22. So Kayla likes to hang out and party. So Kayla has come to the dungeon party that we did in Atlanta already, and she had a good time. Riley is like, I don't understand why she would want to go, and y'all have on those skimpy outfits and doing all that crazy stuff on stage. two different people, two different opinions. Just because you're in a household where some people like to turn up and act crazy does not mean you're gonna turn out that way, obviously. I think it's a great thing that both of our daughters can support me, whether they choose to come to the dungeon event or post about it or just support me from afar. Okay? Mm-hmm. Yes, what is your view on being a celebrity kid in the business?
Well, I would like to say, firstly, it's a blessing, but it comes with some things that can be, you know, a little, Like I remember my friends were saying, oh, I hate going places with Riley because if I'm going with her, then I know people are gonna come up to us and like, so like it's like weird if like I'm hanging out with my friends and then like a whole bunch of people come up to us. Like a lot of people don't usually come up to me. A lot of people come up to my mom, but not me. But still some people do, and when I'm around my friends, they kind of feel like a little weird about it because it's unusual. Because it's unusual for like random people to just come up to you. And something that does make me a little uncomfortable with this is that like randomly someone will just run up to me and hug me. And I don't really like, you know, touching people or anything. So when strangers just come up to me, I'm just like in like shock and I don't know what to do. And I remember this one lady was like, oh, you just gotta deal with it because of like who my mom was. And I'm just like, this is just a little weird.
Yeah, okay, so we're different in that way. Like for me, if somebody comes up to me and hugs me, I'm hugging you back. But Riley, she is not a touchy-feely person, and she doesn't like it when people that she doesn't know just come up and grab her, you know, which I get it, I understand it. Now, what I don't like is when people come up to me, grab me, and then put a wet kiss on my cheek. Now, if I don't know you, I don't necessarily want you kissing me on my face. I think that's a bit much, but it happens, and I try not to react negatively.
I'm okay with saying, hey, asking for a quick selfie or whatever, but please don't just run up and hug me because I don't even hug my friends. So
she is weird like that. She don't even want to hug her friends. She's such a Leo.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Riley,
why do you say it like that?
Riley, do you work at the old lady game?
No, but I think I might work up there a few weekends next school year because I won't be here this summer. But next school year, I'll probably be up there on the weekends getting a little extra cash, you know. So yeah, I'll update you guys so everyone can come in when I'm on my shift.
Oh, is that what you gotta do? Okay, that works.
And give me good tips, please.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Candy Burruss fan page says, will there ever be a duet with the two of you?
No.
Riley doesn't want to sing anymore. It's okay. I'm gonna get Ace.
I'll be on the business side of things, you know? So you may not hear me sing, but you know, I'll be back writing contracts, getting the money, you know, so stay tuned for that.
All right, so absolutely Ashley84 says, to Riley, rank who's the strictest between Kandi, Todd, and Mama Joyce?
Well, I mean, Todd doesn't really parent me, but from what I can see with how he is with Kayla, I mean, Mima doesn't really do the parenting thing. You know, grandmas are always like, oh, what do you want? Like, you know, like she's definitely the grandma figure. She's not really strict, so I'd say she's definitely the least strict. And then I'd say it's weird, like Todd, I wouldn't say is strict, but he's just like, when he has something that he wants you to do, he's definitely more adamant about it. Like my mom will suggest things and she'll be like more passive, like, okay, well if you don't want to do it, then okay. But Todd is like, oh, you tell him like a business idea or something, then he's on you like, okay, I already called these people, so you gotta do this, you gotta do that. And then he's really like on you constantly. So I wouldn't say he's necessarily strict because he's not strict. Like he's definitely the one like, my mom, I'll be like, oh, can I like stay out for like 30? I remember I was like eating at Waffle House and I was like, oh, like after a basketball game, and I was like, oh, can I like stay 30 more minutes or whatever? And she was like, no, come home now. And then Todd was like, just let her stay out 30 more minutes, you know, just be cool. So he's like more chill with that type of stuff. But when it comes to like business and stuff like that, he's definitely way more strict.
He's more demanding. And I think that's even when it comes to dealing with people at Old Lady Gang. I feel like Todd is a lot harsher in the way he's ready to handle things. I mean, he'd be ready to fire somebody for anything. Whereas I'm like kind of ready to be like, well, let's see, and let's work it out, and let's talk it through. But I mean, when it comes to Riley overall, I don't feel like I'm a pushover. I feel like we've at times gained sometimes we have more of a sister-friend relationship, and Todd does not like that. He feels like I should put my foot down when it comes to certain things. Yeah, he feels like, well, because you know how we be arguing back and forth.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't like when we be arguing. He was like, why are y'all arguing? You shouldn't be arguing. When it comes to like letting her do things, like maybe staying out a little bit later, he's easier on stuff like that. If she says she wants to do a business idea, I might let her back out of it a little bit. He's gonna be like, okay, nope. What time is she gonna? We need to have this set up. You know, he's a little bit harsher. So it depends on what you're talking about. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this Q&A. It's way more questions, and obviously we're not gonna get to all of them today, but make sure you subscribe to my page and make sure you subscribe to Riley's page. Her page is Riley Burruss.
And be sure to tag that below.
Yes, I will tag it below, and subscribe to Kandi Online. Right now, I need to draw a name for my giveaway. Okay, hey guys, so I'm doing this giveaway to one of my great subscribers, and I want it to be fair, so I'm using this website online called commentpicker.com to randomly pick someone to win the iPhone. Okay, so it says start raffle and pick random winner. I want y'all to know this is definitely fair, and it says winner is TRUGODDESS72. She says, I love how you rise above the negativity and you empower others to be the best of them. Your humbleness is consistent and real, not for show. God gave you the gift of servitude that you have accepted and embodied and are walking in your purpose divinely. Stay blessed and continue doing his work. Thank you. Well, TRUGODDESS72, thank you for your message. I really appreciate it. And I thank you for supporting my channel. Love you. And you are the winner of a brand new iPhone.